the time now, it's thought that there are more than 4,000 people being used as slaves in the UK. Men, women and children forced to work for free and often held against their will in poor conditions.
At the moment, just a fraction of those responsible are being prosecuted, but the government is due to announce new plans to tackle modern-day slavery. Jenny Hill has been looking into the issue and she joins us now. Morning to you, Jenny. So, is it easy to say how widespread this is?
No, no one really knows for certain how many people are involved. It's a global trade, but it is happening right here in the UK. It's difficult to tell because, of course, a lot of this goes on behind closed doors, but we're talking about an industry which buys and sells men, women and children. It's a shocking industry. I've been to meet some of its victims and for obvious reasons we've disguised their identities.
She came to England, she thought, to stay with relatives. Instead, Sarah was imprisoned, beaten and forced to work 17-hour days as an unpaid servant. She was 15.
It was hell, really. Every day was the same. I was cleaning and a glass broke. I was wearing pyjamas and it was winter and snowing outside. She pushed me outside in the garden while it was snowing and I wasn't wearing any shoes from 9 in the morning to the next day. I couldn't come inside the house. I wanted to run, but I didn't know where to go. My English wasn't good.
In what's described as a modern-day slave trade, these women are a valuable commodity. We met them in this safe house run by a charity, safe now from the criminals who tricked them into coming to the UK, then forced them into prostitution and domestic servitude. This young woman told us she thought she'd never escape. I was really, really scared. I have my independence, my freedom, I'm happy, and there's someone to help me when I need it, someone to talk to.
It's just an ordinary house in an ordinary street. We can't, of course, tell you where, but safe houses like this one have helped hundreds of people over the last 3 years. They're the lucky ones.
It's estimated there are well over 4,000 slaves in the UK, yet in 2012 there were just 34 convictions for human trafficking in England and Wales. The government plans to appoint an anti-slavery commissioner to help tackle the problem and increase prison sentences for human traffickers.
The more people who are convicted for the crime of trafficking, the stronger the message will be that this country is hostile to traffickers. And I think it would be more likely that people, when considering whether this was a crime that they think they could get away with, will think again.
Sarah endured 2 years of abuse and deprivation. She's making plans for the future, but knows even now, behind closed doors, the trade which exploited her is exploiting others.
So, Jenny, I mean, given the inevitable secrecy that surrounds people in those circumstances, can it ever be eradicated?
Well, many of the experts we've spoken to say no, but it can be reduced. One of the real issues here is, of course, bringing the perpetrators to justice in the first instance. It's all very well toughening up the laws and the sentencing.